I don't know what makes any of those people think they're going to win at gambling.
Oh, yeah.
They're walking around with a brace on their foot in a scooter with an oxygen tank. I go, you've been losing every fucking day. What makes you think you're going to hit a slot? When you think his luck's showing up today?
That's it.
Hey, something's burning, something's burning, something's burning.
Permission to Party is on fire. December 11th, Des Moines, Iowa. December 12th, Lincoln, Nebraska. December 13th, Independence, Missouri. December 14th, last show of this year, St. Louis, Missouri. Avoid scalpers and go to BertBertBert.com to get your lowest ticket price. Fully Loaded at Sea is back. Bigger, boozier, and birdier. November 19th to 23rd, 2026, Miami to Cozumel on the Norwegian Jewel. Me, Whitney Cummings, Big J. Okerson, Miss Pat, Felipe Esparza, Joe DeRosa, Rosebud Baker, Catherine Blanford, Shane Torres, Dave Williamson, Ian Finance, Cypher Sounds, The Docksiders, and DJ Airwolf, and many more. Every day will be packed with live comedy shows, live podcasts, theme night, karaoke held by my wife every night at midnight, gambling, the tattoo parlor, and wild onboard events like the belly flop contest, the Speedo contest, smallest dick on the boat, beer run, and game night. Shirts are optional, hangovers are questionable, swinging is encouraged, but we are guaranteed to drink this boat dry. You're not going to want to miss it.
You got a whole chicken there.
I'm going to spatchcock it.
What? You're gonna what?
Spatchcock it.
Spatchcock.
Great word, not as fun as when, like...
I don't know what a spatchcock is. What is spatchcocking?
Spatchcocking is when you take out the spine, open it up, and you lay it out here.
Splay the sucker.
You splay it out, and then you put it in the oven. But the hardest part is cutting out the spine. Do you guys cook at home much? I feel like you don't even have a home.
We have a home. We do. We love it, but we do not
Georgia?
look at it very much. No, we live here.
You live in LA?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Playa del Rey. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, man. 30 minutes down the road.
I have a real hard time getting a read on you in life.
Oh.
And do you remember Segura using your dressing room on Monday Night Raw?
Briefly, maybe. I don't know. Was I not thrilled about it? What happened?
You were not thrilled about it. And Tom is such a, we have, because we all both work in the same venues.
Yeah.
We're familiar with the venues as well.
Of course.
So, we were at Monday Night Raw, and Tom's like, I was like, I got to take a piss. He goes, oh, come on, we'll go use this one. It was your dressing room. And I was like, yo, Seth's in here. And he was like, yeah, we just used the restroom. I go, no, but I think he's getting ready, Tom. And Tom's like, yeah, but it's just a bathroom. And I was like, I know, but I think he's getting ready for a match, Tom. And he was like, so? And I was like, I go, out of all the guys I don't want to fuck with, it's him, okay?
I'm not upset about it.
I was like...
At this point, I don't even remember it, so this is great, yeah.
That's
how much I cared.
Good. Do I call you Seth or do I call you Colby?
You can call me whatever you like. For the
I have
purposes,
a hard time because
Seth is great. It's fine.
Yeah.
Hers, Rebecca, Becky, it's all one, Me, mine's all over the place.
Where did she go? Did she go to the bathroom?
She's going to the bathroom.
Oh, nice. All right, I'm going to start spatchcocking.
You should start, yeah. She's not going to be thrilled with the spatchcock process, so.
Why? Is she a vegan?
No, she eats meat, but she doesn't like to know it's meat.
Oh, yeah, then I should get this done.
Yeah, she doesn't like to know it's an animal. So the least animal we can make it before she gets back, the better it's going to be.
Like cutting through its rib cage like that?
Yeah, like splaying it out like a little. Yeah. The best we can do that.
It's got to be nice. It doesn't have to be nice to be hurt, but it's got to be nice to be hurt where you're not working, touring as much.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing good about being hurt. I'm trying to find the silver linings. I get to spend more time with my daughter, which is great. Mm-hmm. More time at home. Once I get this thing off, which is in like another month, then it might be like full, vacation mode for a little while before I like lock in and have to start training to get ready to come back.
What's that ramp up look like?
Gosh, it'll probably be gradual. I don't even really know. It'll be, my guess is about 8 to 12 weeks of like, okay, now I have to stop eating like an asshole.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, probably 12 weeks. Plus, we'll be moving right into WrestleMania season, which is when I
12-day weeks, April. Yeah. That's April, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm hoping like around February, after all the holiday stuff, I can start to be like, okay, lock in. No more BS.
February?
Probably. After like Super Bowl and stuff, I would say.
Okay.
Like, give myself a month before I come back-ish, maybe. Don't even know. They say 6 months, so this could be April.
Your last injury was you really did blow out your knee at one point.
I've had a bunch of injuries over the years. Yeah, I've done.
Oh, thanks.
I've had multiple knee surgeries. Thank you. And but the big one was 10 years ago. I blew out my knee in a match in Dublin, Ireland, actually.
Yep.
And had to have basically a full reconstruction on that MCL, ACL, meniscus. That was a doozy. But I did come back in 6 months from that, which was, in hindsight, maybe a mistake. Maybe a little too early.
Yeah, well, I mean, it all worked out.
It all worked out. Yeah, it all worked out.
You did all right.
I was a young man, though,
Yeah.
10 years ago.
What's so fascinating about you is I would say you're one of the guys that earned it the most. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Like I feel like you've worked harder and more consistently and done more selfless acts in wrestling for the sport of wrestling than a lot of the guys that are doing it, in my opinion.
Sure.
This is true.
You've been through some bullshit eras.
Oh, I've definitely been through some bullshit eras. When I came in and I started in 2012, I mean, the WWE was in rough shape at that time.
Yeah.
Rough shape.
Is that the PG era?
Yeah, I mean, we were right in the middle of the PG era, but it was like PG era, also hyper misogyny era, like everyone just lamenting the attitude era, but also like trying to move forward at the same time. It was a weird time to be in wrestling, and like everybody, they weren't
post that bodybuilding.
Yeah, they weren't recruiting wrestlers anymore. They were recruiting bodybuilders and like kind of like failed amateur athletes, but they didn't have a place to train them, and it was a disaster. Really a disaster.
This isn't Brock and Ronda, right?
This is Brock
came in in
05, left in what, like 08?
Yeah, something like that.
He left like pretty quick, and then when did he come back? Like 2000 and...
About the same time, 12 maybe.
12, yeah.
Early 12 or whatever. It does a different era. But Brock was different. He was an amateur wrestler. He was also like a super freak when it came to athleticism. And Ronda had already made her name as a huge star by the time she debuted.
Yeah.
So she was a different animal as well. But I couldn't even tell you the type of people that if you were 6'3" and 240 pounds, you could get signed to WWE in 2010 easily. They just stick you in the warehouse.
270, 6 foot.
You're good. they just put you in the warehouse in Tampa and think that they could turn you into a superstar. That was what happened.
Tell me about that warehouse. You were in that warehouse in Tampa.
The warehouse in Tampa was on Dale Mabry, South Dale Mabry and Gandy. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Ooh, I know that area.
It was literally just half of a warehouse. It was 2 rooms. One of the rooms was a training room. It had 2 wrestling rings set up in it. The other room was like a show room, so they would do their live TV or their local TV in there. We would tape it on Thursdays and it would run on Sundays on like Bright House Networks. And it was a sweat box. There was no AC in the place. So you would just go in Tampa, Florida, like in the summertime, indoor. I mean, it was excruciating. And there was no end in sight. There was no connection to
end in sight.
There was no end in sight. You just went down there. I remember. So when I got signed in 2010, I was at the top of the game on the Indies. I was Tyler Black. I was the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion, which was a big deal at the time. And I was like, if you were to recruit one guy off the Indies, it probably would have been me. And I remember thinking to myself, okay, now I'm going to the big leagues. I'm going to WWE, the big leagues. And I walked into that warehouse. And I could not believe my eyes, thinking this was what I gave up wrestling in the Hammerstein Ballroom to do. You know what I mean? To go wrestling and being able to travel the world on my own, make my own schedule, do my own thing on the indies. I was starting to make a good amount of money there. But my dream was always WWE, WrestleMania, etc. I walked into this warehouse. I could not believe that this was the top of the food chain. It was unreal. It's literally just a dirty, grimy warehouse, like with a shower that hadn't been cleaned since had never been cleaned. You know what I mean? Like just dirt. Like you're like, maybe wear your flip flops when you go in there. Like it was bad.
But how much did you learn there? What are the valuable things you learned?
Gosh, I learned a lot there from a political standpoint. So I learned how to have confidence in myself. One, because when I walked in, I thought, like I said, I was walking into the big leagues. Oh, I'm going to learn how to do things a different way. But what I realized when I got there was that I was already better than everybody in the room. And so it allowed me to have the confidence to be like, oh, I can now lead all of these people in the ring. I can take them and help elevate them because I know what I'm doing and they're learning what to do. But I'd already had great experience on the indies learning from guys like Bryan Danielson and Claudio Castagnoli and Chris Hero, Samoa Joe, the list goes on. Guys who had, AJ Styles, who had the experience, and they took me under their wing. So I learned from being in the ring with them. Then I went to FCW in Tampa, and no one had that experience because, like I said, they were all just dudes from a gym that local gym they brought in. So I was like light years ahead. So I learned how to lead. I learned kind of what the politics of wrestling looked like and how to maybe manipulate's not the right word, but learned how to
negotiate.
Learned how to play the game. Yeah. You know what I mean? Learned how that side of things worked.
Oh, it's I'll give you a parallel. When I started doing stand-up and I started going on the road, just a very informed conversation. A guy named David Tell, maybe the greatest comic that's ever lived, said to me, hey, how was Houston? And I said, oh, it was good. Last Stop was like a legendary club. I said, it was good. And he said, what were your bar sales like? I said, I don't know. And he goes, well, let me tell you something. He goes, I can't tell you that the guy that books that club knows anything about comedy, but I can tell you that he's looking at that bar sale at the end of the week. So more booze you sell, the more you'll come back. And I went, done. I brought beers on stage with me. I would, hey, toast. And I'd just push people through beer. And I would make crazy bar sales, like legendary bar sales. Until fucking Shane Gillis, no one touched my bar sales. And then that motherfucker eclipsed me. I mean, he is the biggest drinking comic alive right now. Yeah. But that was the business of negotiating the business where you're like, okay, so I want to work on stand-up, but the only way I can make sure I'm back is my bar sales.
Yeah. Same. I thought, if I just do wrestling well in the ring, I'll be fine. Of course. That's how it's always worked. It's a meritocracy, 100%. You just tell jokes. If you get the loudest laughs in the room, of course, right?
Yeah, of course.
And then you get to a point where everybody tells jokes really well. Everybody makes everybody laugh, or everybody can figure out how to have a good match, or at least
that's what's amazing about you, and I can't understand what it is. But I go, why Seth? Why is he bothering me? Why are my eyes drawn to him? It's an interesting thing with wrestling that it's this intangible.
Yep.
Where you go, what is the thing? But keep going. I apologize. I just interrupted. But
no. So I just learned how to kind of figure out that backstage stuff. Learned how to have confidence in myself and be a leader. I think more than anything. And those were sort of the big things that helped me when I got to the next level 2 years later after being trapped in that dungeon of a warehouse, finally getting to the main roster. And then I'm like, I kept that confidence and that kind of swag with me, and I was able to start to carve my path that way, but do it in a way that wasn't abrasive to people. Too abrasive, I suppose. Too abrasive. You got to be able to, you want to blaze some trails. You got to piss a couple people off. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's going to be happy with you. So there were certainly people when we got up to the main roster, I wanted to change a lot about the style of the way the matches looked and the way we did things. And there was a lot of guys who were very resistant to that energy out of the gate. So it took some kicking down some doors or, sneaking around back to get that done. But, you look at what the shows look like now compared to what they did before we got on the main roster, myself particularly, I mean, it's night and day compared to like the athleticism, the fact that smaller guys can get more opportunities, and they're taken seriously as big stars in the business. I mean, even the big guys, like they've had to adapt their style to keep up with the small guys, where it used to be the other way around, where like you needed to slow your stuff down and simplify your work. And if you were anybody small under 6 foot that wasn't Rey Mysterio, you didn't stand a chance. So I think what we've been able to do, and I, really was someone who pushed for this, is to be able to understand that was the style moving forward. That was what was going to be the future of the business. Faster, and more athleticism, and just this kind of new wave of what wrestling could be and could look like.
Wow.
So I did see it ahead of time, I would say.
It's a gift. What was your first interaction with wrestling as a kid in Ireland?
I remember my brother would watch it.
What did you guys get? Did you get WWE?
We got WWE. I don't know where we would have watched it. I don't know what channel, but I remember watching Hulk Hogan and The Ultimate Warrior and Macho Man and all that when I was like a little kid, and we would play on my mom's bed and wrestle around, and I remember drop kicking him into a wall one time and knocking him out.
You knocked your brother out?
I knocked him out. Yeah,
I did not know this.
Yeah.
Brother's 4 years older than she is.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my mom had my mom was super hip, and she had all like this real funky clothes, and so we'd dress up in like fur jackets and all that stuff and put on these shows. And there was we had like a dresser, and one time I drop kicked him and he hit the back of his head against the wall, and he fell between like the dresser and the bed and like was out for about 5 seconds and then popped back up again. Never told on me.
Oh, really?
Never told on me. Like, what a lad. Yeah.
Cheers to Richie.
Cheers to Richie.
Cheers to Richie, yeah.
I should have a drink.
And and then we fell out of wrestling, I feel like, as a lot of kids do. And then he started watching in the Attitude Era. And I would come by whenever he was watching, and I was like, oh, it's stuff so fake. It's for babies. Like, just all that crap. Just the worst. And he was like, no, actually, it's gotten real good. And then I'd see Mick Foley cutting these promos, and I was just drawn in, and I was obsessed with how he talked. And I didn't really care about the wrestling part of it, but I loved the storyline part.
Yeah.
And I loved the promo. So I'd say to my brother, just call me whenever Mick Foley's on. And then he'd call me when Mick was on, and then that was it. Then I was hooked. Then I was in.
I bet, do you guys ever cut promos during sex?
No.
That would be such a great video.
No.
Never
That's
in my life.
No.
November hits harder than a linebacker. Between the family drama, football brain melt, and turkey sweats that last through New Year's, you're going to need jeans that can handle it all and keep you looking damn good. Enter the Perfect Jean. Their 4-way dynamic stretch means you can have seconds, thirds, or even the whole pie without popping a button in front of the in-laws. Bottom line, the Perfect Jean name doesn't just stop at jeans. Everything I've tried from them fits perfectly, and it makes me feel comfortable, confident, and perfectly balanced, looking sharp and feeling like I'm in loungewear, like I'm in a pair of sweats. Trust me, they are so comfortable. They have nailed it, and they've nailed the basics, and the price is right. These jeans, I want you to just see this, okay? That is what I'm talking about. Look at the inner thigh. I have a friend who says he won't wear jeans that he can't kick in. These are perfect if you're flying this holiday and you're like, yo, I don't want to look like I'm homeless. I'm not going to wear sweatpants or pajamas on the plane like one of those people. I want to look nice. These things are awesome. Don't let stiff jeans ruin the holidays. Join the 500,000 plus dudes who uncrush their nuts with the Perfect Jean. Head to theperfectjean.nyc or just Google the Perfect Jean. For a limited time, our listeners get 15% off their first order, plus free shipping, exchanges, and returns. Just use code BURNING15 at checkout. That's 15% off your order with code BURNING15 at theperfectjean.nyc and save today and stay perfect. Listen, guys, you know I'm a watch guy, but right now, these watches that we're getting from Original Grain, they are some of the coolest timepieces I've ever seen. They're more than a timepiece. They are unique, and they are a conversation starter. Original Grain seriously makes some of the coolest timepieces. They're not your basic cookie cutter watch. They're built out of reclaimed material like Jack Daniel whiskey barrels or Taylor guitar tone wood, actual military ammo crates. They've got all kinds of stuff, and they use legit Japanese movements. They give back also by planting trees and supporting veterans with PTSD. The coolest part, they make amazing gifts. So guys, go ahead right now, forward this to your wife or your girlfriend. By the way, I can tell I lost weight because these watches are fitting better on me, and say, this is what I want. Or by the way, if you've got a father-in-law, a father, a son, this makes a fantastic gift. And by the way, it is a conversation starter on a plane. Right now, when you buy a watch, they're giving you a free $50 gift card for the next time. Use code BERT for an extra $50 off whatever watch you pick at originalgrain.com/discount/BERT. Did you guys ever cut promos in the car? Like taking your daughter to school? Your daughter's too young to go to school right now. But
No, she's in school.
how old is she?
Yeah,
Preschool,
she's
man.
4.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
she's 4.
Almost 5.
Yeah,
Good
nearly
God.
5. She'll tell
But
you.
do you guys ever like cutting promos is like the coolest thing about wrestling. It's what makes a great wrestler. Let me ask you that.
I would say great promo, because if you haven't told the story, then nobody's going to care about what you do. And the hardest part is getting them to care about what you're doing in the ring. And if they have no reason to care, then your work is just so much harder as a wrestler.
Yeah.
So if you can get that by a promo, then you're already in.
Where did you when you started? Where were you at promos to where you are today?
Like when I started?
Like meaning like do you find yourself getting better at promos?
Yeah, I think so. I
Yeah.
think you do, but I think promos for me were always, that was what I always loved, right? So that's what I was always thinking about, always writing down.
I was the opposite.
Yeah,
I didn't
just
give two
promo.
shits about
Yeah.
promos.
Are you shitting me?
No, I didn't care about them at all. I just cared about the wrestling. I was the guy in the my teens that just wanted to watch the cruiserweights. I was like, I don't care about these big idiots talking. Like, get these Kevin Nash out of here. Like, I want to watch Rey Mysterio.
Yeah,
moving
keep
to-
them out of here.
And I kind of carried that over. Like, I was like, oh, wrestling. I wanted, they need to be able to work, like screw John Cena. I like Rob Van Dam.
Screw John Cena.
Like that was my mindset as I was growing up until I got and then I was awful at promos. I was a really bad promo early in my career.
For real?
Terrible promo.
I think you give yourself too much flack for that.
Oh, dog
you,
shit.
You were not terrible. Come on now.
Dog shit promo.
Come on now.
Couldn't cut a promo to save my life. There was no
Yes, you
authenticity
could.
to my voice. I had
Your voice in a
but
promo does not sound like your voice right now.
I had no authenticity in the way I spoke, in my conviction.
but your delivery. It's you could string words together. You weren't like
I could speak the English language.
Well, people can. Some people cannot, and they cannot speak with. You still spoke with confidence. Sure, it's missing that intangible,
pizzazz.
that je ne sais quoi, that authentic. Like
Je ne
you
sais
said.
quoi is a perfect word for professional wrestling.
Yes,
Yes.
correct.
Professional wrestling is je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi.
That's
It
accurate.
is, and it's weird because I think I'm somebody, for example, who the wrestling part never came easy, but the crowd would always forgive me in certain respects because there is a thing, an energy, and especially if they know that you love it, they're way more likely to forgive that than the bodybuilders who could come in and maybe they could do ABC. They can paint by numbers.
Yeah.
But there's something that I don't know the audience can relate to when they know that you have a love for it and a passion to want
Is there
to
anyone
improve.
wrestling that doesn't love it?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
There's guys out there that are just miserable.
I mean,
I don't know about.
CM Punk aside. No.
I mean, he's just a curmudgeon by trade. That's just his life.
He is such an interesting person to sit in a room and not talk to, because he's very just quiet.
Yes.
Me, him, and Nate Bargatze sat and watched a football game together, and I don't know. I don't think him and Nate shared a word.
Oh, he also doesn't know anything about football. So
He does not.
He's not a football guy. That's my department. But no, gosh, yeah. So because it's a paycheck, right? It's a job. So there's plenty of people that will do the job if they're getting paid to do it. Now, look, some people turn to it and they learn to love it after, it becomes like a love. And I don't think anybody stays in it for a career if they don't love it, because it will wipe you out. I mean, it is a painful, as you see, physically and
You've got to love it.
Mentally draining experience. Now, the schedule is way lighter than it used to be. We still travel every week, but we're not doing nearly as many shows. So, like back in the day when I was you and me, we were doing 200 matches a year. That would weed people out very quickly. If they didn't love it, they would just get exhausted, burn out so fast they'd quit. But yeah, there's plenty of people I would say now on the main roster that don't really have a love for it necessarily.
Easy. I guess you start to have a disdain for comedy. Like right now, I think I'm in a weird place where I just got back into it, and I took like a year and a half off. And in that year and a half off, I was watching it going, is this what we do? So I just got to say something outrageous.
Oh, is that where you're thinking now?
That's what comedy is. Say the wildest thing.
That's life right now, right?
Yeah,
That is life right now.
But there was a goofiness to when we started podcasting. There was a goofiness and a lightness to it. Rogan still has it every now and then. He'll put on like a space costume and do a podcast or dress as a priest. But there was like a goofiness of like, let's get high, let's get drunk, let's just talk shit, let's just say fun, wild stuff. Like, and then it got a little political where it was like, yo, mention this and the algorithm's gonna send you through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the day Tom said that to me, and he was like, well, we're gonna change our pick, and you gotta have a look like this, like. And then we'll just say like trans rights, and then they'll watch it. And I was like, oof, it bummed me out.
I'm bummed out right now just listening to that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm whittling it down to a little dumber than it actually was.
Sure.
But it was like, so have you ever noticed any picture of me on any YouTube thumbnail is, and it's like,
you become a slave to the algorithm. We all do.
Dude.
At some point, you got to try to fight that shit, man.
Yeah.
Is keeping up with the Joneses an American thing?
I think it's a global.
Is that Irish?
I think it's everything. You know what I mean? Like in Ireland, there's a lot of shame about everything. Do you know what I mean? Like, well, you don't want to be doing that now. Mary down the road will just think that's awful. Yeah. So there's all of that, but you're listening to opinions about what you do 24/7. And I just feel like that we're not designed to do that.
No.
And also then, how free can you be as somebody who's creating some sort of art? You know what I mean? You can't.
I 100% know what you mean.
Because you're always second guessing everything, because everybody has an opinion about everything. And the more negative the opinion, the more traction that gets, and then that's the algorithm, and so you don't know what's real anymore. So I feel like you get lost in that. So I just said, the hell with it. I can post and I'll make videos and whatever, but I'm not going to look at any of it. I'll send it to my friend, and my friend can post that.
What about you?
I have it. I had a bad experience with it, but I kind of got it under control these days.
I had a bad experience.
Well, because when it's like a vicious cycle. In our business, it's immediate, where like you do a thing and then you get an immediate response right away because it's live. So immediately you get the live response from the audience feedback. But now you have this social media effect where you get the live response on social media, and then you get like this retroactive response in the days following, where everybody analyzes it and picks it apart.
And then there's the hot takes.
And then there's hot takes. And then again, like you said, the algorithm, whatever gets traction is going to be usually negative or a hot take, and that gets amplified. And you see that and you start to trick yourself into thinking, well, that's the reality. That's the reality that I live in. And when you're already feeling bad about yourself or bad about what you're doing from a creative standpoint, and then you have that on top, you start to, it just starts to pile on, and you start to really feel a certain way about what you're doing. And I found that was really affecting my personal life. Like it was affecting my relationship. Yes, it was affecting my relationship.
That's got chicken on it. Good call, Stace.
Absolutely.
That was a really close call, guys.
Could have been bad. Could have contaminated.
Jesus Christ, that was a really close call. So wait, yeah, when it starts to affect your personal life.
Yeah, it started to affect my personal life, started to affect my decisions in my relationship and the way I was interacting with her. And it was like really, really messing everything up. And I had to like, kind of took a moment of full collapse to come back and be like, what am I doing? Let's get this under control. So I did. And this was probably 2019 this went down, I would say.
2019.
19, yeah. And so 2019, and then after that, I got it under control. And now I spend a lot less time on social media than I used to back in the day. I still have it, but I did get rid of the cesspool that is Twitter.
Oh, I've gotten rid of that a long time.
Twitter or X or whatever. Yeah, I've dumped that. So Instagram exists, but I don't really read comments on Instagram ever. Like I don't really get into the weeds on that.
Oh, well, what did I just say? Oh. Sometimes you just have a little saying in your head. It was the saying I was saying. If you have nothing nice to say at all, put it in the comments.
Yeah, so I know I don't ever read those, so I kind of don't know what that world is like, and I'm not,
I got into your comments one time.
Oh, nice, thank you. Maybe.
No, I was when I thought you hurt your knee, and I was really concerned.
Oh, that's it. I do try to keep up with the DM, so I apologize if I missed a DM.
No. There's nothing. Sometimes I feel like we punish the people who love us too. Is you're throwing the baby out with the bathwater.
Oh, yeah.
Is that you don't read the comments, but then there's people going like, "Hey man, you changed my life. Your stand-up has been very meaningful to me," and you're like, "Yeah, I don't read comments."
Yeah. I suppose that's the thing. Like that's what social media was designed to do. Like, imagine I could interact with whoever it is. And we all thought that would be wonderful and nice. And then you just tell them how bad their movie is and how much they suck and they're overrated.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, if you said to me I could talk to Bill Murray, who's like probably one of my idols, I would just say like how fucking awesome he is.
Yeah. How great are you, dude? But the fact that everybody feels like they need to have a fucking opinion about everything,
Yeah.
That's the thing that I go, well, what are we doing here? No one needs you. You don't need to have an opinion. You can just say nothing. You can just say nothing, or you can like talk to your friend about how much you hated the latest Marvel movie. You don't need to put that crap on social media. You don't need to. Nobody gives a shit about you and your opinion.
And it's so interesting to see opinions on pro wrestling when so much of it is out of their control.
Yeah.
Does that mean like you're like, so wait, why do you have an opinion?
Well, they want to have a control though. You know what I mean? They think they might. If they can get and look to their defense, these opinion junkies, we've given them a little bit of the liberty of saying, if you have a strong enough opinion and it takes hold enough, we will change course. And that happens from time to time. And so
that's crazy.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about our business, partially, is that you can pivot when things are wrong. A good example of this is, I would say there's a couple of them. One was the recent R-Truth situation, where R-Truth's contract didn't get negotiated and it got leaked online that he had been released. And the fans went, what the we love R-Truth. What are we doing here? We need R-Truth. Everybody needs an R-Truth. And it got to the point where, the executives in WWE said, you know what? They're right. We do need R-Truth. We were wrong.
But then how do you feel about when they show too much behind the scenes of a business that, in my opinion, okay, I'm torn. I loved the recent Netflix, what was it?
Unreal.
I loved it. I fucking loved it. I loved it. I don't think it should be shown.
Yeah.
That's it. We've talked about this, in that when we were fans, we would have loved to have seen it.
Yes.
We would have loved to have seen it.
Yeah, but I hate it.
Right?
I do hate it. I don't hate all of it. I don't hate all of it. Yeah. I mean, look, there's some parts of it that I think are fascinating and interesting, but I go like, there's some things that in our business, everybody knows what it is. Everybody knows that it's predetermined and planned, but the gray area, that one little question, right? That like maybe they really don't like each other.
Yeah.
You know, maybe there's something there. Maybe what could happen, that unpredictability that it creates. That's the magic. That's where the magic happens in our business, is that just little seed of doubt. And when you start to just chip away at that, it becomes a bit tricky.
That's why I have a hard time, honestly, with this entire interview. I always had a lot of panic because I don't want to know anything about you. Like, I really enjoy you, and I enjoy the mystery about you, and I enjoy the things that I kind of know are true, and then that I know are also accentuated. And but then the other part of me is like, I don't know. It's like the mystery is the thing that gets you to the dance, and you always want to know what's behind the curtain.
Yeah.
You know, like I hate that in our business, like people speculate about my actual friendships with my actual friends, and then you get like someone going like, so what happened with you and Rogan? And you're like, nothing. And they're like, I heard that he hates you now. And you're like, I don't think so. We were on the phone yesterday.
He didn't mention it.
I'm flying to Austin to see him tomorrow. Wait, he didn't say anything to me. And they're like, oh, I guess you didn't read the comments.
Should have kept up with them comments.
Like, it's like the old school. What was the Junkyard Dog and Roddy Piper got pulled over together and they were in a fight or something? Or no, Sergeant Slaughter and the Junkyard Dog got pulled over together one time. Did you ever hear the story?
No, but it sounds great.
I feel like that's a Paul Heyman story.
It could be a Paul Heyman story. Yeah, Heyman's got all sorts of stories about this type of stuff. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I you know, we look at the end of the, we're also responsible for creating our own, like drawing our own lines as far as what we will and won't cross.
Yeah.
And so I think as long as you keep those boundaries for what you need, you can do both. You can give people a little bit behind the curtain, and you can keep your air of mystery.
I mean, it's also, yeah.
What?
It's still edited and produced, you know? So you're still getting a very,
It's a curated version.
it's very
of reality.
curated version of reality. It's the reality that you know, whoever it is wants you to see, you know? So, I don't know. How real is anything?
Do you wake up sweaty like me, or freezing like Leanne, or just uncomfortable like the both of us? The temperature in your bedroom can make or break your sleep. That's why I switched to Miracle Made Sheets. Miracle Made Sheets are crafted with NASA-inspired silver-infused fabric that helps you regulate your body temperature. Hot sleeper, cold sleeper, doesn't matter. These sheets help you keep in your comfort zone all night long. Thanks to their antibacterial silver technology, Miracle Made Sheets stay cleaner and fresher up to 3 times longer than regular sheets. That means fewer odors, fewer wash cycles, and way less laundry. They feel as good, if not better, than sheets that you'd find in a 5-star hotel without the steep price tag. Smooth, breathable, and ridiculously comfortable. All that hidden bacteria in regular sheets, it can clog up your pores and cause breakouts on your face. Some people have breakouts on their face. Miracle Made's antibacterial design helps you sleep cleaner and clearer night after night. And if you have a kid in college, send them these sheets. You know they're not doing laundry. Keep them cleaner. Keep them healthier. Keep them cooler. Keep them warmer. These sheets are out of this world. I'm telling you, not having to change your sheets is the best. I did it in my bus, and I sleep amazing. Upgrade your sleep or give the gift of better rest. Go to trymiracle.com/burning to try Miracle Made Sheets today. You'll save over 40%, and when you use promo code BURNING, you'll get an extra 20% off plus a free 3-piece towel set. They make an amazing gift. And with a 30-day money-back guarantee, there's no risk. That's trymiracle.com/burning, code BURNING at checkout. Thanks to Miracle Made for sponsoring this episode. This show is sponsored by EveryPlate. Think you have to spend big bucks or tons of time in the kitchen to make delicious food at home? Think again. When you use EveryPlate, you get restaurant-level deliciousness week after week with recipes like crispy buffalo ranch chicken and cheesy Mexican street corn hash. You spend less on these flavor-packed homemade meals than you would on your normal groceries at a restaurant. Cooking the same thing over and over, up your dinner game in 30 minutes or less with EveryPlate's clear, easy-to-follow recipes. Thanks to EveryPlate's constantly rotating weekly recipes delivered right to your door. You'll have the best answer to what's for dinner tonight. I'm telling you when I say this is a great gift for a kid in your family. If you got a kid in college, they thrive on these because it brings them and their roommates together and they cook together and you know they're eating right. And by the way, and I miss this more than anything in my life, if you got a young family, if you got a bunch of kids in high school, this is your solution for dinners because it brings the family together. What are you waiting for? Dig into these flavor-packed meals your household will love. New customers can enjoy this special offer for only $1.99 a meal. Go to everyplate.com/podcast and use code BURNING199 to get started. Applied as discount on first box, limited time only.
What's so funny to me is that I look at both of you, very attractive,
Thanks.
in shape, got your shit together people. And then you look at the fans, and there's very few Seth Rollins and Becky Lynches in the audience.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, how bright are the lights where you stand?
I don't know. It's just
I will simply tell you, they're my fans also. Okay, so like I love them, but it's it's fascinating to me that a guy like this was so obsessed with wrestling, or a woman like you was so obsessed with wrestling, you dedicated your life to it. But then there's not a lot of comps in the audience. Does that make sense? Like where does it lose out? At what point does the jacked, focused, passionate, ambitious human being stop watching wrestling and then go, I guess I'm gonna buy a boat or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a great question.
It's like, take a look at the, I do that with my fans sometimes. I go to when they open the doors and I'll see my fans. And the ones that get there at 6.
Yeah.
For the doors opening. Because they want to get the merch first. That's your fan. That's your diehard fan. That guy is a ride or fucking die. This is what they got. Like, this is their thing.
Yeah.
Like, this is a thing that makes them feel good. This is their blanket. This is, hey man, I can't trust that I'm going to be talked positively at work, or when I get gas, or that the person I love isn't going to cheat on me, or that my kids are going to put on perfect. What I can guarantee is that Monday night, I disappear for fucking 3 hours, and I am gone. And I have my solace, and I have a cold beer, or I splurge and I have a root beer. And get a pizza. This is my shit.
Yeah.
And so I think that's, to be reminded of exactly who they are is so important. I'm like a little obsessed with it at this point.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I don't know where the line is. I mean, I was that person. So I didn't spend a ton of money on it, but maybe
didn't have no money to
yes,
spend.
I didn't have much money to spend. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where when that happens, when you shut it off. I mean, I grew up with a group of guys. We were all massive wrestling fans, and at one point we all wanted to be pro wrestlers, and that was going to be our thing. We were all going to do it together, and every single one of them just some point said, yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
They just stopped and they just did regular things.
Shit happens with comedy.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, this is my passion. And they were good too.
Yeah, good.
I was a guy I was thinking about in the shower yesterday. I'm going to say his name, edit it out. It's the funniest fucking human being I've ever met in my life. Was so funny in such an aggressive way. And he was not dirty at all, never cursed. He's more talented than I was. He was fun. He had everything.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, sometimes I think it helps to be a little behind the 8 ball in some stuff, because I think it makes you work harder.
Yeah.
You know? Like
Wait, okay, I got to talk to you about something that I'm obsessed with, because I found out you went to clown college?
Well, I studied clown, yeah, in Columbia.
I have a
I studied clown.
crazy
The
clown
art
phobia.
of clown. Well, like less,
Makeup and more the movement.
more just, the nose and the embodiment of the clown.
The embodiment.
Just the mask work.
Really?
Yeah.
Like you explain that.
So I'd given up wrestling at the age of 19 because I felt like what I wanted to do wasn't going to be possible. I wanted to be taken seriously. I wanted to wrestle, and I didn't see an outlet for it in like the mainstream. And my mom was
Still in Ireland at that time?
I had left home at 18. I was living in Canada. I was wrestling over there. I was wrestling in Japan. I was coming to America. I was wrestling here. But WWE was very much models. And it was pillow fights. It was mud wrestling matches. It was all the stuff that I didn't want to do. Nobody would want to see me do. And
Speak for yourself.
I was no model. And and so...
I know.
Those mirrors in Canada must be fucked up. I think you were looking at those clown mirrors.
Thanks. And so, you know, I wanted to be a wrestler. But anyway, my mom was like, "What's your plan? What are you doing?" And I couldn't point to anything and say, "This is, you know, this is what I'm gonna do."
Yeah.
So if I pointed at WWE anytime when she came in, and she'd see what the women were doing, she'd avert her eyes and walk out like, "Oh God, what is this?" You know. And so I went on a quest, and I did everything from being a flight attendant to
For Aer Lingus?
for Aer Lingus.
The
Fine.
weirdest named airlines for us.
Fine means first flight. Perfect.
It means
First
oral
flight.
sex.
No, it means
Cunnilingus.
Cunnilingus.
yeah, no,
Aer
it's-
That's
Lingus.
all we hear in America.
It's
Yeah.
first flight.
To be fair, first time I heard Aer Lingus too, I was like,
Oh my God, that's wild.
yeah. No, nobody hears first flight in America. We just hear
Uncultured.
B jobs on the ladies. That's what we hear.
Anyway, so yeah, I worked for
Sky,
yeah.
maybe. Anyway,
So anyway, I did that, and then I didn't like, and so I went back to college, and I did my degree in acting, and I went to Columbia College, and then at the end of the semester, I was in physical theater, and this teacher, this like little Italian woman, brings in the clown nose, and everybody just stood up there, and she wouldn't let you do anything, and you just had to stand there, and like everybody just started crying, and I was
Really?
like, what is this? What is this thing? And so then I became fascinated with it, and I ended up doing my thesis on it,
Really?
clown.
on clown, on how clown can bring out a
did your
truthful
thesis?
performance.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I loved it. I loved it.
I bet. I've had such a phobia of them that I couldn't.
Of clowns?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh no! So like it is terrifying
I
to
mean,
you.
yeah, that
I would never
stuff
watch that.
is.
You
yeah,
can't
it
even
is
watch
terrifying.
I would never.
Can't go there.
No, I'm
Wow.
grown up. I would never watch
What
it.
brought it on?
I
Yeah,
don't
did you
know.
have an incident as a child? Is there like a John Wayne Gacy
I was
situation
molested
here?
by
What's going
5
on?
clowns? No, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea.
It's just in you.
I just, I had a
Bozo.
therapist one time. Oh, yeah. I had a therapist one time tell me it was just half, right?
Yeah.
I had a therapist one time tell me that it was because
So fucking.
you can't see their faces, and I don't trust what I can't see.
Okay.
But, God, I fucking love honey. I don't think I washed my hands. That was a quick catch.
It's fine.
But that's what they said. I have a fear of balloons, too.
No.
Oh, wild.
I have a fear of my child choking on balloons.
Oh, I would never let my child have a balloon.
Exactly. Exactly.
Never let my child have a balloon.
My child just wants to blow balloons the whole time, and I'm like, and he's like, leave her, she's fine.
Fine.
She's fine. I'm like, oh my God. Oh no. Don't
She's
say
not
that.
choking on
Don't
a
say that.
Judy
Don't
balloon.
say that. Don't jinx it. I'm so terrified of them. They're
Where does
just,
this go?
Crazy.
That'll go on top.
What is that? Some feta?
Feta, yeah.
That's queso fresco.
Let's kiss him.
Queso fresco.
Okay,
There,
yeah.
That. Don't forget that. Buzz that.
On that, for
and
there.
That goes down too.
Yeah.
You memorize all this?
Yeah.
Went through a lot.
And okay.
She doesn't do anything. I told it to her earlier, and now she just remembers it.
But I'm quite impressed because I have a hard time talking and cooking.
Do you cook?
I have been trying to.
She's bringing back the dinner party.
I'm bringing back the dinner party. The mother
Tell me more.
dinner party.
Tell me more.
Well, I read an article about the death of the dinner party, and I said, not on my watch. Because
fuck no.
when I was younger, like that was my whole family. We would always have dinner parties. Everybody would always come over, somebody be cooking, we'd go to somebody else's house, they'd be cooking, the kids would be out playing, we'd be out
Yes.
eating, and it was just great. And then it turned into you know, people would come over and you might order some Uber Eats or whatever, but the whole structure of the thing, you know, and cooking for somebody.
Cooking for someone is, in my opinion, I find it to be adjacent to what we all do, which is entertain.
Yeah.
I love the conversations. I wish I was drinking right now, but I'm not missing it. Like, I may have a beer.
I say, are you off drinking? Or are you just?
I've been on and off lately, but I've been off for a while. And then I went to a football game and I was like, well,
Which game did you go to?
Oregon Ducks versus Wisconsin.
Oh.
Well, you're from Iowa, right?
Iowa Hawkeye.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure if that's. Wait, where did you grow up in Iowa?
Davenport.
Quad Cities?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Wow, he knows what a Quad Cities is. That's crazy.
Hey, you want to see some down on your luck people?
Yes, sir.
Go to the casino boat.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't know what makes any of those people think they're going to win at gambling.
Oh, yeah.
They're walking around with a brace on their foot in a scooter with an oxygen tank. I go, you've been losing every fucking day. What makes you think you're going to hit a slot? You think his luck's showing up today?
That's it.
God, I
On the
fucking love that
riverboat,
area.
man. Yeah, the riverboat. We got rid of the riverboats. They have proper, on the ground casinos now.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But when I was a kid, yeah, we had the riverboats, yeah.
Yeah, those riverboats. Those were great shows. There was a great MMA fighter out of Davenport.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Pat Miletich trained out of there.
Older. He's the dude he refused to tap, and his arm snapped.
Oh.
Big dude, heavyweight. He,
Older than Miletich?
You know, who really won there, you know?
Is that good or does it need a little olive oil?
it looks good.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, we'll take this one as a bad.
I get them not tapping, but you still lose, and then you're out for 6 months.
Well, I
8
know.
months.
I think
You
that was
know
a
what I
mistake
mean?
on his part.
Just give it a little tap.
Little tip, tap.
Just give it a little tap.
Strategic.
Strategic. You're losing either way.
Yeah, you're not winning.
No,
You're not winning.
It's over for you, yeah.
You're not winning. I guess you'll have some sort of a thing that you'd never tapped. But
What is that
then
spread?
You've got your arm broke.
This is, I'll tell you in a second. Yeah.
No.
Oh, sorry. Ooh, that's fucking good.
When your carrots are done, put them back in here.
Yeah, and then put the rest of that in.
And toss it before you put it.
What's happening?
So wait, what's your favorite thing to cook? What's a traditional Irish meal?
Irish stew.
Oh.
Shepherd's pie. I just made one the other day.
Did
damn good.
make a good shepherd's
I
pie.
will say I do make a good Irish stew.
Good Irish stew.
Yeah.
One of the only one-night stands, I've only had like one-night stand, but I almost had one with an Irish chick in Edinburgh.
Oh, okay.
In Scotland?
In Scotland, yeah.
Okay.
And she had gotten broken up with a guy recently, and she says, I'm gonna die a wee old maid. And she was like, got upset, and I was like, well, I'm not hooking up with you anymore. If you're upset, I'll drink with you.
Okay.
So we sat at a table and drank. I need to catch me boat. I'm not good at accents.
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's slightly better than mine.
Wait,
Go on, give it.
Our matey.
She just turns
Into a pirate, eh?
a wee, all you gotta say is wee pirate.
A wee pirate, eh?
What is
Hey,
that?
matey.
I just don't know how you've been around me this long and that's your accent.
Yours is so, it's not even an accent anymore, you know?
You do his
It's
accent?
something, no.
I don't have a.
Well, yes,
You
do.
have a middle of the
Yeah.
country regular
And
white
then
dude
you have,
accent.
yeah, but
Not
he
on
has-
stage, not on
no,
stage.
but he has a very you can do impressions of him pretty easy. You know?
Jesus. It's disgusting. It's embarrassing.
You know?
I might have a little glass of Irish whiskey. Will someone pour me some?
Oh,
You don't drink.
yes, I do.
You do?
Yes.
Would you like a drink?
If you're going to have whiskey, I'll have whiskey.
So funny. The research I do is I text people, go, does he drink? And they're like, no, he doesn't drink.
I don't get shit-faced.
He does not.
I've never really been
Me
drunk.
either. Okay.
Yeah, there was one time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, and yeah, your birthday
My
that time.
birthday. Yeah, but not like where I've never lost time drinking.
How much of, trying to think of the right way to say this. How much of Colby is Seth?
Oh, how much? You might have a better answer than that. Than
I
me.
mean, interesting question. I mean, this iteration?
Okay, I'd be very curious to see like Shield like up, because I feel like there was a part of you, and when I'd watch you step into matches like with I'm trying to think of all my wrestling stuff comes down to like one match that I kind of remember.
Sure.
And that's when Cody's tit was ripped off.
Oh, the Hell in a Cell, yeah.
Whenever you stepped in between people and took like a chair on the back or some shit, and I feel like that's Colby.
I mean, he's very much, sorry to...
Well, go for it, yeah.
But he's very much a leader, just natural. I think everybody gravitates to him for opinions. He takes on that role quite effortlessly. He's, and so when it comes to like the architect, I don't think I've ever seen somebody, he's one of the smartest people that I've ever met, and his wrestling brain is,
Okay.
is,
One more. I'll give you this.
thank you, is second to none. Second to none.
I feel like Colby's very selfless.
Selfless. Yes.
Whereas Seth, well, I guess Seth is too.
I mean,
In his own head.
Yeah.
he's
In his own mind.
in his own
Seth
head,
Rollins
he's very
does everything
selfless.
for everybody else.
You know, but
Whether it
also
manifests that way.
Yeah. But also, you're not like completely like you'll be selfish in the way that you know what you need to do.
Do you want ice in
and
yours at all?
No, needs fine.
in a way, no, that's good. In a way that I really respect, because you know what you want and you will go after what you want, and you won't be worried about what other people think, and you'll be like, well, that's the business, you know? This is what I want, and you will go for that. You know what I mean?
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah.
He's talking about me in real life.
Yeah.
Colby.
Yes, yeah. Colby.
Yeah.
But which is also like Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, there's definitely bits of, there's interplay there for sure, I would say, between the character and the real person. But I mean, I guess it's just like any good wrestling character, right? It's just me, like a part of my personality cranked way up, right?
Yeah.
To 15, 20, 30.
Yeah, I mean,
whatever,
yeah.
crank, just turn the volume way up.
I mean, you're not like the iteration, the madman. You're not like that.
No, but
you're
there,
watching American football.
Okay, well, this is
there's some in it, unless I'm watching a Bears game, but there's something that's in me somewhere.
Yes.
Like, it's in me that I know how to flip that switch.
I mean, yeah, and when you're playing with Rue, you can be, but you're very calm, like he is the definition of homeostasis. Like that man is just
Really?
even keel as they come.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What about Becky Quinn? How about Rebecca Quinn versus Becky Lynch?
Oh yeah, I don't know. You can probably answer that.
Oh, no, I think it's the same. I mean, wrestling is just, it's like all of her character iterations are just parts of her cranked way up. Like, you know, in real life, she's the man, she's not like that full on wildly abrasive, but my God, if you put her back against the wall, that part of her comes out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She is that person. Or if she feels very strongly about a certain thing, she will fight to the death, tooth and nail, to protect whatever she believes in that regard.
I'll put it to you this way. This is, and see if this relates at all. When I started stand-up, I was Bert Kreischer. I was Bert. I was trying to figure it out. And then the second I started figuring things out, and I started getting famous, I think it bled pretty aggressively in that I think there's no separation between church and state.
No.
And I don't know, and by the way, I've done movies about this. This is the truth. I don't know where Bert starts and the machine begins.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I don't know. It's almost like being a porn star, but I also like fucking, you know?
Yeah. This is fair analogy.
God, this fucking spatchcock chicken looks so good. Should we pull it? Should we take a temperature on it? It looks so fucking good.
I made him spatchcock. Have you ever heard the term spatchcock?
No, never mind.
I bet you guys created it.
So I made him spatchcock before you got here because he was like, is she vegetarian, vegan? I'm like, no. She just doesn't like to know that the animal is an animal. And it involved like gutting the creature.
My daughter Isla one time said, it's pretty aggressive that we eat it off the bone, Dad. And I went, oh, I never thought about it that way. Yeah, sure. Is it on?
But you love a rotisserie chicken.
I do love a rotisserie chicken. Oh my gosh.
Well, you're going to love spatchcock chicken.
Yeah, man. So that's fascinating to me because I had like existential crisis when I felt like I felt like I got wrapped up in my own shit too much.
Really?
Yeah, not to divest from the spatchcocking.
Hang on, I'm getting what's the temp on chicken?
160, I think.
Yeah.
We're at 140.
160, 165-ish.
Wait, keep going. I'm sorry I interrupted.
No, go ahead. This chicken is important too.
Keep going. You say you got lost in...
Yeah, man, because when we are, same with you, especially when you're doing a heavy touring schedule and you're just doing shows all the fucking time and you're getting constant feedback as this character, and then you become this character, and you get so involved in it, and you don't have any time to be a person, to be separate from it. You're just it, and and so your decisions. Like I felt like my decisions were completely. They started to become things that I wouldn't if I didn't have an attachment to this life and this character, and I wasn't so ingrained. I wouldn't make the same decisions. I just wouldn't have done the things that I'd done unless I had become detached from reality to a point where I was so selfish and so self-involved that nothing else mattered but my own needs and desires on almost every level.
God, that's really insane. Because ours creeps in, and this is where it's gotten crazy, but ours creeps into our personal life so much. Because I'm sharing secrets about my life and about my family and about my anxiety and depression and weight loss. And, and then you put that out for the world to judge.
Yep.
And if you're honest, I think you're doing it right. But then if you're too honest, you're putting yourself out there a ton. Part of me goes, God, I wish I had a Colby side and a Rebecca side more,
God, yeah. I mean, it's just about balance, right?
Yeah.
Because you gotta have an attachment to the character. You have to. You can't. It's not just a full character. It's got to be part of who you are. That's
gotta be.
That's the authenticity of it. And if you don't have that, like she was saying earlier about the audience can sniff out your lack of passion. They can sniff out. They don't even know how to tell you, but they can sniff out your bullshit. They can just sense through it. It doesn't matter how good of an actor or actress you are. In our business, they just sense that reality and that attachment to it, and they appreciate that part of it. And but then when you go home and you have a partner or a kid or a family, you have to be able to shut that part of yourself down, I suppose, or control it at the very.
How are you going to explain to your daughter? I mean, this is insane to me to think. How do you explain what a heel is?
We've tried.
Oh God.
We've been trying to do that.
She was very upset. She went to sit in the front row.
First time she'd ever watched the show.
She'd been starting to get into wrestling music, less so the actual wrestling part. So she was sitting in the front row. She had watched the women's ladder match. She had loved it. And then I came out, and now I'm the heel and the bad guy. And she was okay with me being mean. She was okay with me getting beat up. But when the crowd started chanting, "Becky sucks," she could not take it. She was like, "My mama doesn't suck. Why are they saying mama sucks?"
Yeah.
And then she just burst into tears and had to come back. And I was trying to explain it to her that that's me. I'm doing my job. It means that I'm good at my job. I want them to say Becky sucks.
Yeah.
And they're like, but you don't suck. She couldn't. She still doesn't get it. And every now and again she'll ask, why was they saying mama sucks?
Yeah, it was at Money in the Bank, and I'd just come back from my ladder match, and I was miserable, so angry, and I went to the bus to see my kid just because I went straight from the ring. Thank you, straight to the bus because I was just so mad, and I saw my daughter, and I was so happy to see her. She kind of just takes me out of that for a minute, and then she's like, "Why was they saying Mama sucks? Why were they saying Mama sucks?" She even we watched her on Monday a couple weeks ago. She was wrestling, and we were watching on TV. And I'm like, "Did they like Mama?" I'm like, "No, baby. They gotta boo her. That's Mama's doing her job." Okay, all right. She gets so upset about it.
I watched.
little
I watched.
angel.
I watched someone tell my daughter, "Oh yeah, your dad's a comedian. Yeah, he's okay. Shane Gillis is really good." And my daughter, God bless her, just said, "Yeah, Shane's awesome." My daughter's known Shane for what, 6 years. She's known Shane before this kid ever heard of Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
He's insulting her dad. She also loves Shane. She just went, "Yeah, Shane's great."
Oh, wow.
And then I so badly. It was such an interesting experience because they're because it happened really aggressively. Like during 2020, people would trash Rogan all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
You couldn't go to a fucking friend's house in during the COVID, anything ever. Your dad knows Joe Rogan? He's dot, 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 dot.
Yeah, of course.
Your dad knows Joe Rogan? Dot, 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 dot. And my daughters would have to be like, he's a nice guy. His wife taught us about chickens. That's why we have chickens. He's been really good to my dad. He's one of my dad's best friends. They just have to bite their tongue. And these are real conversations and real people.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to watch kids navigate this.
How old's your daughter?
21. No, 21 now.
Oh, she's grown.
Yeah, she's grown. But I mean, she said she went to a fraternity party and some guy was talking shit about my friends.
That's
She's
hard.
like, I so badly wanted to just jump in and go, you have no idea who the fuck these people are.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of restraint.
Yeah, that is a lot of restraint. Yeah, I almost snapped the other day on a person that flipped me off when I was driving my truck.
You did snap on it.
I did. Not almost. I actually did snap.
I almost snapped on a bird.
Well, because I have a Cybertruck. I have a black Cybertruck, and
Yeah.
in LA, that's like
Oh, yeah.
you're the enemy. You know, we have a Model 3 or Y, whatever, too.
Yeah.
You know, drive around on that thing, no one gives a shit. But you drive around on the Cybertruck, you're the end. And I bought it like you know, Elon went absolutely nuts, and I bought it like kind of right before that. And I just really like the electric cars. I like the brand. I like, you know.
But it was more, one of his friends had bought it and put the down payment on it. And then he decided he didn't want it anymore.
Yeah.
We needed a second car. So Colby was like, well, okay, I'll get it from you. You know what I mean? We needed
Yeah.
a second car anyway. We like electric cars. Friends of the environment, not Elon. And so he got the car.
I got the car.
But everywhere we go, we get flipped off. And it's like, no, you don't understand.
But this guy, oh, there's that chicken baby,
Wow.
spatchcocked away. But this guy, I was driving my daughter to school. She was in the back seat with Rue, and this little guy, just walking his dog on the side of the road, and we were just driving. I make this turn, and like unwarranted, you know, he just goes like this, real tough. You know what I mean?
Real tough.
Real tough guy with his little dog. And I was like, oh God, and she didn't see it. I'm like, tell me to just keep driving. Tell me to just keep driving. And she was like, just drive. What happened? What's going on? And like, we started to turn away, and I was like, no. And I hit the brakes, and I wrapped the back around.
Oh.
And I went up, and I found this guy, and I parked the car, and I got out, and I just ran up to this guy. I'm like, you don't know who the fuck people are. You don't know what the fuck.
You don't know who you just flipped off,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
But I'm like, you don't know what people are going through. I'm just trying to take my goddamn daughter to work or to school. I'm like, you don't know shit about people. I'm like, and then I started going in. I'm like, I don't agree with the politics and this and that. And he tried to apologize.
He
and the
was
whole
like,
nine.
it wasn't you, it's the car. Well, the car can't see you.
There's someone in
flipping
the
it
car,
off.
cocksucker.
Yeah, but I had lost my mind. So your daughter has more restraint than me.
Can I tell you what's crazy?
Is the moral of
I
that
saw
story.
the car. The first time I saw one, my buddy had one. And I'm such a meathead. I was like, that's the coolest fucking car ever.
Yes,
I don't give a fuck.
looks
it's so
cool.
so ridiculous looking.
It's so ridiculous
so
looking.
absurd. Looks like I drew it when I was 5 years old. You know what I mean? I went
Yeah.
to a space car with the pointy butt on it. You know. But
Do
it's
you,
great.
do you guys have that's a personal question, never mind. Well, I'll ask it and don't answer it if you don't want to.
Great.
Do you guys have a shared bank account? Because you both have crazy different careers,
No.
right?
Yeah.
We
yeah.
have, we have two bank accounts.
Two bank accounts?
Yeah.
How does that work? Oh, I guess you guys are both good with money?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not.
And
Oh.
his mom looks after everything for us.
Yeah, my
Oh,
mom.
for real?
My mom's
Yeah.
a saint, man.
She is incredible.
a saint.
Really?
Oh, she's unbelievable.
She's
unbelievable.
unbelievable. She
So you like his family?
Oh, yeah, I love him.
Oh, that's
great.
that's great to love your in-laws.
Oh yeah. We actually we're very.
No, I
lucky.
like my in-laws. It's just one of them I hate.
No, we have all love
Great.
for the
Oh,
in-laws.
nothing but love.
Really?
Yeah, awesome.
That's great.
Like
Families
his
mesh
mom,
well.
oh my gosh, I don't know what we would do without your mom.
No, I wouldn't. My mom, I'd be
Yeah.
shit. I'd be so screwed without her.
Oh my God, she's unbelievable.
She handles all my back end stuff.
So organized, so
Anything.
together. Just
Appointments.
Can I ask you
Oh.
what percentage of people backstage, wrestlers, just wrestlers, I don't need to know about anyone else, are helpful, and what percentage are kind of dicks?
I
Oh
would say
God.
most people are good for the most part.
Really?
I would say the
It feels backstage energy feels wildly camaraderie-ish.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah. For the
It's
most
so
part.
much different than it used to be.
It's like
Really?
this.
Yeah.
There's this much tension. Yeah.
Yeah, because we all come up together in NXT for the most part, so we all know each other. Like when we're just trying to get ourselves on, and so there's just not as much like cutthroat behavior as there used to be. Back when it was like when I came in 2012, it was different. Like people would try to hold you down, people would not be helpful, whatever. Like if you were working with somebody, like there was a good chance if they felt like you were coming for their spot, they just would not help you out. So that started to dwindle, I think, over the years as everybody stayed around a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And even before, like if you just trace it all the way back to like territory days, it was worse and worse and worse, where it was hard for people to work together because you just never trusted anybody. Now I just think it's a much different. There's a couple like bad eggs in there, but it's not that many.
Wrestling's kind of set up that your retirement is never really a retirement. Like people stick around forever, and it's always a source of income.
It's hard to let go of
Yeah,
wrestling.
I'd imagine
You know,
it
it
would be.
stays in the blood, you know, but the body gives up, I think, before the mind does, you know?
The match, probably the highlights of my wrestling career. My favorite moment ever is you came in,
Yeah.
stomped CM Punk,
got out of
Austin
there.
and Grayson came in, and then I chokeslammed both of them, and then I put your jacket on.
Yeah, great choke slam, by the way. The kid, Theory, got him way in the air.
I know.
It's great.
All right, I'm gonna plate this. This should be awesome. Do you guys like white or dark meat?
Both.
But
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So let's. I say we carve up the chicken.
Let's fucking go. I'm so hyped for this food right now.
It looks amazing.
It does look great. Really fucking good.
Yeah, I'm just very impressed that you can do this while talking and not have to look at a recipe.
By the way, I'm always looking for a guest chef if I can't do one.
There
If you'd
you
like
go.
to come and host an
Do
episode,
an Irish stew. There you go.
I know you could do it.
Except I'll have my phone and I'll be looking.
No, you know
double checking.
it's crazy how easy it is to have a conversation and cook. We put those under just to aromatic the bottom.
Give it to me.
Let's hope it's good.
I'll eat that whole. I'll just eat the garlic whole.
Oh, dude, I'm a fucking garlic whore.
Oh, same.
Did you ever go to that?
Stinking Rose?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I went there when I was a flight attendant, and I imagine coming back, the people on that plane.
They must have hated you.
They must have hated us. There was that garlic ice cream, and it was freaking incredible.
Garlic ice.
It was unreal. Unreal it was.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing.
Whoa.
My
Yeah.
two memories of the Stinking Rose. And this is crazy. I went there with my buddy Grimes, my buddy Croy, and my parents. And then the four of us went and played golf the next day. And we were ripping farts on the golf course like crazy. And then my buddy Grimes, on the day after 9/11, called us up. And he's like, hey, what are you guys doing? And it was day after 9/11. We're like, I don't know, man. We're still pretty shaken up. And he's like, do you think the Stinking Rose is open? And I was like, no. Everything's closed, man. And he was like, no, they should open that up. If they don't open it up, they win. And I was like, the Stinking Rose? What are we talking about? Here.
Were you guys all in San Francisco?
This is amazing.
No, they have one in San Francisco?
Oh, that's where I went. Where was it?
Real? There was one on La Cienega.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Does it still exist?
No, it's gone. They stopped it. Here you go. This is yours. I'm gonna give you guys both the most beautiful pieces. Oh, I gotta keep plating.
Keep plating.
Yeah, and then
God bless.
Yeah, the Stinking Rose was a weird concept. Everything had a ton of fucking garlic in it.
So much garlic. Like, I remember having chicken with 50 cloves of garlic. That was
I mean, did you guys? I've never gone. I've never
It's
seen this.
gimmick
Never heard.
was
I,
just
so
I grew
good.
up in Iowa. There wasn't shit like this in Iowa. So if
Still
there
ain't.
was garlic in food, it was an accident.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, dude, I was it's fucking pork chops and like corn on the cob. That's it. That's all we had. We did make a mean BLT though. I will say that mean.
Oh, dude, best BLT you've ever had. Can you quantify it?
Oh, in my mom's kitchen. Wonder Bread, Miracle Whip.
I feel like I'm really sleeping
Iowa
on never
bacon.
meeting your mom.
Oh, my
Oh,
mom.
she's the best. We should have had her on. She's
should
a
have brought her
character.
on, yeah, Holly. Shout out to Holly.
I'll give you a sharper knife in case you want it, because you have one arm.
Great, I'll figure it out. I might just
Can you
full
help?
caveman that. We'll see what happens.
Here, I'll tell you if it came out soft.
Oh, yeah.
Can we go?
Oh my
How was
God.
that bad boy?
Oh my God. That is perfect.
Beautiful.
That is perfect.
Oh, man, that's great. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. Oh, that's, a little hyperbole, but that might be the best chicken I've ever had in my life. Might be the best chicken I've ever
Seth, I
had.
live in hyperbole.
That is amazing.
Here, I'm trying just in case. you
Oh,
want
wow.
More white.
Thank you.
And that's just the white meat. I haven't even got to the
That's
dark stuff.
incredible.
It's that good. Oh, the dark meat's gonna be fucking crazy.
I know.
I'm just dying to see if the carrots got done. Yep.
What you never told me what this is under the carrots, by the way. You just said it's good.
Honey, lime. Hey, what isn't that?
Ricotta. It's a ricotta mix.
It's a ricotta mix. It's a ricotta mix on top under the carrots.
Oh, I love me some ricotta.
Good God.
Do you guys have chicken wings growing up?
Not
Real?
really.
Goddamn shame.
That's
No,
the best thing
wasn't
America
really a
has.
big thing.
Chicken
No.
wings amazing.
What do you
No.
miss? What do you miss the most out of Ireland?
Sausages. We have
Good.
the best. We have the best breakfast sausage
That's true.
on the planet.
heard
True. Nobody ever talks about how good the Irish sausage is. Unbelievable.
As a connoisseur
Unbel-
of sausages, I can agree with this.
Unbelievable
For real.
sausage. Best sausage in the world. Everybody always talks about the potatoes, they talk about the Irish stew, they talk about the banter, they talk about the Cliffs and Mower, how beautiful it is. Nobody ever gives credit to the sausages.
Really?
Amazing.
It's a great sausage.
Oh, wow.
Top level sausage.
Oh, well. Oh, very good.
When we go back, which is very rare, but when we get back there, often we'll just have a plate of sausages.
Just my
Her stepdad will just grill up just a plate.
just a mountain of sausages.
sausages. Are you
Mountain of
serious?
sausages. And we'll just sit there and eat like 30 sausages in a row.
It's probably not healthy, but it's amazing.
Oh, it's unreal.
I'm dying to see how this spring salad is.
Oh, this is so good.
This is very good.
Tell me the beginning to the end of how you guys met and how we got here.
We met in what year? 2014?
2014. Yep.
We were
I
at
just
a
come up.
show. She had just come up
This
from
is-
NXT. She was in, what did we decide it was? We decided it was Tennessee somewhere?
Yeah, well, I still think it's Atlanta, but I don't think it is.
TBD.
Maybe
I had a
not, so-
plate of food, similar to this plate of food.
Yeah.
And I was dressed in my Shield gear, so I had like a black vest and my thing on and whatever. I'd only heard about her, never seen her in person. And I saw her from a distance, and we walked. We were just like, you see someone, you make eye contact, then you move towards each other or whatever it was. And I had a food, and she was dressed up in her little like dress at the time.
Because at the time when you were a girl in WWE, you always had to go to the shows in nice dresses. Or
Oh, you weren't wrestling. You were just going as a girl.
No. I was an extra. But
She was in NXT.
I was
so
in
she-
NXT, so
but she
you
was
had to be as hoey as possible, right? You had to be like dress up to your ass, low as can be. Like this was the aesthetic.
Yeah.
I didn't suit the aesthetic, but anyway.
No, she suited it. She was hot. She was hot, and I knew it. And I was like,
But anyway, like when you go up, you're supposed to shake hands with everybody. Like that's the wrestling thing. Like just everybody. You shake hands, otherwise you're dead. And that's what I thought. So I see him, I'm like, oh, I gotta go say hi.
So she comes, says hi to me, introduces herself, and I go, hey, what's your story? What's your story, kid? And then she just went off for like 45 minutes. Just went off. Like I expected like a short interaction, a quick flirt, and then we'd be gone. That'd be the end of it. But she went off.
You
on a
ask
story.
questions, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're an engaging speaker, so
Well, you know.
it was an easy conversation to have. But with some girls, you say, "Hey, what's your story?" and they go, "I did cheerleading for a little while, and then I just got signed, and here I am." And
My story was a bit more complicated than that.
so she gave me her story, and I was like, "Oh, shit, this person's interesting." Now, mind you, I'm in a relationship at the time. I don't even think I was romantically interested, aside from the fact that she was hot. I was just like, oh, this is a hot chick. Let me just say hi. She was saying hi. Let me ask questions. Okay, move on with our lives. But from that point on, we kind of maintained a bit of a friendship, a little bit here and there. Like we went to a concert together.
I would tell him so many jokes.
She'd tell me really bad puns.
And he would go, oh, you're the worst.
Worst. And then she started asking me stuff about wrestling, like, just advice here and there. And
It's beautiful. I'm interrupting for 1 second.
yeah.
It's beautiful when the bad joke can be the best joke you can tell. Like I do dad jokes to my daughters.
I love them.
And the worse it is, the dumber it is, the better it is.
She was the queen of puns.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
Everywhere we'd go.
And so eventually, we just became friends. And this was, like I said, 2015, we said, 2014, something like that?
That was 2014. Yep.
So we were friends off and on for...
We were friends, not off and on. We never fell out.
But we would see each other at work occasionally.
No kiss?
No.
Okay.
We were both in relationships for years.
And also at the time, it was also, don't stay away from the boys. Don't go near the boys. Like just...
That's crazy that it would be phrased that way as opposed to stay away from the girls.
Oh, no.
No, stay away from the boys. But like, it's certain things. Like there was, I'm not going to name names, but there was a guy on the main roster who was like, be careful because one, he'll try to sleep with you. If he sleeps with you, then he'll blacklist you.
Oh, Cody Rhodes. I knew it. He slept with, go ahead.
And if he
he was gone at this
if he tries to sleep with you and you don't sleep with him, he'll also blacklist you. So there was this like line that you had to walk
Do I know him?
this tightrope. You know him definitely. But anyway, at one point,
Hey guys, hit it up in the comments.
At one point, he got my number, and I remember being like, like, how do you walk this line of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like not trying to. Anyway, so there was always this thing of like, because if you get into a relationship and things go south, they're not going to fire the guy. They're always going to fire the girl, So it was a very scary,
God, by the way, that would be so upsetting if they fired the guy. Keep going. But so wait, so then when did it become romantic?
It didn't become romantic until 2019, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 2019. So we were, I was going through an existential romantic crisis at the end of 2018 where I thought polygamy was the answer. And she was guiding me through this as a friend. And I became single, she was single, and then I was starting to make some, hey, maybe we should fool around a little bit. Maybe we should just be more than friends. Casual, you know what I mean? Very casual, no problem. Like, what? Hey, I think you're hot. Let's hang out and tongue kiss or something.
Super flirty.
Very flirty, very flirty. And then it all came to a head in Phoenix in it was Royal Rumble weekend.
One thing led to another.
She was like, shit or get off the pot.
Essentially,
she
This
came
guy
up to me
being-
and she was like, "You've been all talk, let's go." And I was like, "Oh, so scared, so nervous, super hot chick coming on to me. Oh, I didn't know this was gonna happen. All right, let's make it
You
happen."
didn't know this was gonna happen.
Well, you weren't like exactly reciprocating the energy. You know what I mean? For the most part, like you weren't reciprocating you were slightly flirtatious, but in your very like Becky way. You know what I mean? That like you're kind of flirty occasionally with everybody. So I was like, okay.
I am not.
Let's see. When she gets,
I'm a charmer.
when she gets high pitched, she's full of shit.
No, I am not. I am not. I'm a charmer. I'm Irish.
When you were in the bathroom, she flirted with me.
Of course
it was
she
like
did.
so crazy. She like,
Rightfully.
look at them shoulders.
Yeah. So I never went to the bathroom. He just.
Yeah, no, I know.
She went to the bathroom. I flirted with him. But yeah, so then we hit it off and we started like hanging out every week when we would see each other at.
So when do you tell? That's got to be Vince back in the day, right?
So we don't tell nobody.
You don't tell
Kept
anybody.
it tight to the vest. We were terrible at it.
Oh my God,
so bad at it.
Everybody knew.
But then like. Again, I was in my full, I think polygamy is the answer for me, mindset. And she was like, I don't want to do this. What are we doing? She's like, you know
Took
what?
a yoga class.
She's like, look, we should just be friends. You should go do what you want to do.
I was so excited about this revelation.
If we're not going to be,
Really?
if we're not going to be in, then what do we waste? Let's not waste our time. Like, let's just. I don't want to do this thing. Like, you go do your thing and I'll do my thing and we'll be friends and it'll be great. And I'm happy for you that you found this side of yourself and I'll support you. But like,
I'm gonna be your best friend.
I'll be your
I will be
best
I am
friend.
so good at being a great friend. Like, and so I had this revelation, like, if I'm doing this thing with him, but like I'm very aware that it can't go any further, then I'm like wearing some armor. So I'm not like feeling anything.
Yeah.
So what's the point? And then if I go in just being like, well, there's no point in this, then there's no point. So
Yeah.
let him sow his wild oats. That's what he wants. And
Yes.
he just wants a friend. He needs a friend, and I can be the best friend ever. This is so great.
I was a serial monogamist in my 20s, and so I thought this is why I got to polygamy. It's a whole thing. But the point is, I felt like I wasn't good to be in a relationship. I was like, I keep fudging up these relationships, screwing over these girls, and I get out of these relationships too late because I'm on the road. I'm too lazy to break up with them, and it's easier to just keep. Anyway, I was like, I needed to be single is what I thought in my mind, but I turned it into I can never be in a relationship in my whole life. I just can't be good to one person. I can't do it.
Okay, there's some I think I'm going to just speak for every man in this room. We only have two.
It is lots of
Fucking
ladies.
progressiveness. We barely have two, and so. But I think every man at one point in his life goes, okay, I've been in a lot of shit ones, and clearly I'm the one constant.
I'm the constants. I'm the fuck up. I'm screwing this whole thing up.
It's me. The only person that never believed that was Charlie Sheen. He was always like, what the fuck's wrong with these women? I wish I had his keep going, I'll take one more. Keep going.
I wish I had that too. Fuck. But to be fair, it wouldn't have brought me to this.
No, but keep going. I want to go,
So then she says this to me on a phone call, and I was like, yeah, sure, all right, okay, yeah, all right, this, great. Hung up the phone, and immediately I was like, no, this can't be. I think I gave it 2 days, and I called her back, and I was like, hey, I think that's a bad idea. I think we should just be together. And she was like, no. She like protested. And I was like, no. But I think I've decided. I'm like, no. She's like, no, you don't know. You haven't even been single for long enough to understand. She's like, go out there, do your thing. And I'm like, no, I need you now.
You're the thing that makes life okay.
You're the thing that makes it right. You're the thing. It wasn't just me. I was an asshole. But it's also that I just hadn't found the fucking partner. I hadn't found the thing that
teammate.
Yeah, the buddy, the fucking best friend, the whole thing that took care of all the shit that I needed.
It's not about tits and ass and fucking smile and all that shit. That's all great. What it's about is completing the thing in here. And you find that thing that just makes you feel like you're on the right team.
Yeah.
They got picked by do you remember the feeling when in grade school and they start picking teams and in your head you go, I hope I'm on that team. That's what it's like in a relationship. And when my wife dumped me, I went, I just got kicked off the best team ever. I just got kicked off the best team ever. And I know that I need that in my team. And I will simply say this, and I've been married now 21 years with her 23.
Fuck yeah.
And I say to her constantly, I'm so glad I picked you. Because you have no idea when Ro grows up and she leaves the house and it's just you two and all the glitter and glam of professional wrestling's kind of lightened a little bit and you're just going to see her for parents' weekend and it's just you two flying there, getting in a rental car, getting in a hotel, getting coffee, going to the gym together, going to have breakfast with her, and then getting back in the car to go back to the airport and sitting on that plane together, you'll realize I just spent fucking 72 hours with this one human being. I'm so glad I picked the right person.
Yes.
Yeah.
This fucking
the
one
best.
person has gotten, it's like I still love her smile. I still love her naked. I still love her in granny panties. She wears granny panties because it cuts off her lower, whatever it is. Is she here? But it's crazy, that feeling that I wish more men knew that feeling of like.
Oh God, it's the best, dude. The best. That's the thing. But I was always looking for something else. I wasn't looking for that thing. I was always thinking I needed something else.
I'm always curious.
And then we did try to keep it a secret, but it was
so
pitiful failure.
bad.
Wait,
Oh
when did
my
the secret
God.
get out? And I gotta hear your side of the fence because I know my side of the fence with my wife, but I never know her side because I don't care.
Is there more
But, like,
chicken? Is there any more chicken left?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm so hungry.
I should have made 2.
you want more?
We almost made 2.
I'm a hungry bastard all the time.
We have.
Give me this. What is
You're a
it?
grown boy.
Is it breasts? Give me this.
So wait. When did you get found out, and how did that conversation go?
I mean,
I think
God,
everybody knew.
immediately.
Yeah.
Within 3 weeks. Within
Yeah.
3 we went public with it after WrestleMania, I think. So in April. So we like kept it publicly a secret for.
Not very well. I mean, we
no,
were
for-
showing up everywhere together.
True.
We went to UFC together
That's
and all
right.
that stuff.
That's right. But we were tried to keep it secret for like a month, I'd say. Failed miserably.
Been terrible. Terrible. We thought we were being subtle.
We did.
So wait. As he's going through this epiphany of, that's my person. I need that person. You break up and you're just wearing that sheen of saying like, I'll be his friend. That's what I'll do.
So not really a sheen. Like I was pretty genuine about
You
it.
believed it.
Yeah. No. It was very genuine. I was like, oh, this makes so much sense. I was beaming with the revelation because like I love this guy and I've loved him for many years. I've always like looked at him with such, glee, and I didn't want to ruin that in any capacity, because then I'd be awkward around my friend Colby, and I loved being friends with him so much that I didn't want anything to come between that. And I heard him talk about this way and that way, and seeing how he was with other women, I didn't want that for me.
was all over the
I
place.
just wanted to be friends with him
Good.
because I didn't want to lose him in that capacity.
all over the
So
place.
I'd rather have taken him as a friend than like start to think bad things about him and then
Okay.
hate him. Like that would have been the worst.
So I just got a call from Triple H, and he said, Bert, I want you to write storylines for 2026, and I want you to do Becky and Colby. Would you have allowed this storyline, your actual love, your actual thing you're going through, if they had come to you and said, yo, we know you guys are dating, and we know he's going through some stuff with polygamy, and you're like, would you be cool if we share this on like my question is ultimately, how much are you willing to share with your profession versus privacy?
So, then we were kind of exposed pretty quick because as soon as it was out that we were together, we were put on TV as a couple, which was pretty awful. Like,
It was not good.
it was not good because I was at the height of my career. I was the man, and he was the heavyweight champion. We were two characters that were loved by the audience.
I
and
apologize. What year is this?
This is
the
2019.
CM Punk
This is 2019.
2019? So this is.
This was
So
the
this
year.
is before. So this is. I'm
This
trying
was-
to piecemeal together because I have a storyline, but everything fucking jams up.
Yeah.
Punk's gone out of
Punk's
WWE.
gone.
He's gone. This is you and Brock.
This is
Yeah.
him and Brock,
Okay.
me, Charlotte, and Ronda in the main event of WrestleMania.
You Charlotte. Okay.
Coming
Okay.
out of that, then I start
Holy
working
fuck! This
with,
is when that came out.
I start working with Lacey Evans right at the gate, like, so kind of really had, God bless her, but she wasn't, for me to go from the main event of WrestleMania to somebody who hadn't done anything was terrible. And so then they put us together, and then we didn't know our own dynamic as a couple. And now we're on TV, and my wrestling character is so different to how I am in real life, and
most of the
especially
time,
as a girlfriend. Oh my God, And so trying to figure that out on TV, and then they kept talking about, Becky and Seth in a real life relationship every 2 minutes. So it was jammed down everybody's throats. Everybody hated it. It was awkward as shit. And so we were kind of like trying to figure all
Holy
that
shit.
out at the time, and then
Not great.
it was not great. It was pretty awful.
And then this was,
actually.
remember I mentioned earlier in the conversation about how I had a real tough time with social media and how I had to have come to Jesus
2000,
moment.
yeah.
2019, this is all happening in the first few months of our relationship.
Yeah.
Do you feel like not? My wife loves the word gratitude. It's her favorite fucking word.
It's a good word.
I think it's overused. Do you feel like crazy grateful that you made it through that?
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, that's like it's crazy to put on any couple, but let alone just any one singular performer. Like you give that to just a performer. I'm like, yo, we're gonna talk about your marriage. We're gonna talk about you. Social media is popping. You have crash outs on social media, and all of a sudden it's like, yo, I can't believe I ever made it to the other side. And by the way, still wildly successful. That's the caveat, is that it didn't detract.
Yeah. What?
Gosh. Yeah, I mean, the ability to pivot was huge. Then we went into the spiral that was the COVID death trap. And I don't mean that as a pun in any way. But like from a creative wrestling standpoint, COVID was crazy for entertainment and for our business as well. And, but honestly, once we got through that summer, so pre-COVID, it's like the end of 2019, once we got through that summer, it kind of just, it was good for us. We got a lot better. We got into a much better place. And in a weird way, I think I needed it. Like, it was like a reality check for me, a wake up for me. And it was what happened, at least in my mind, was in our business, in the entertainment business, and you might be an exception to this as someone who's been married for a really long time. In wrestling especially, you end up putting yourself first at every single turn. Every
Stacey.
single turn.
Everyone shut your fucking mouth. No, I put my wife and family first.
So, but I didn't have those things, so I certainly hemorrhaged many relationships, whether they be romantic or friendship relationships, to continue what I thought I needed to do to get ahead in my profession, which was this is my dream, this is my one thing.
Because if you are not fulfilled and you're not earning your highest, then you can't provide and perform for the people you love. I completely understand that.
Sure. So I made all those. I used all that reasoning in myself for why I miss weddings, why I miss funerals, why I wasn't there for people when they needed me to be there, why I was a terrible boyfriend, all these things. I did all of these things.
Yeah.
And what happened to me was, for the first time in my life, I realized that there was actually something that was more important than what the fuck I needed. There was actually something more important than just me achieving some dream or like getting
What is it?
I'm
kidding. I'm kidding because you say that and I go, can I tell you the flip side of that? Can I defend you for a second?
Sure.
Can I defend you? And I have to say this. Leanne? Good. There is a selflessness to what you're doing. The ability to shut it off and say, yo, I have to do this. I have to work. I have to perform. I have a duty to my family and myself and this career. And if I don't work as hard as I can right now, I'm fucking failing everyone. I won't be able to send people to college. I won't be able to fucking set them up for life. I won't be able to take care of the people I love for the rest of my life. And I'm not going to be here forever. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I'm going to miss fucking this softball game. And I'm going to miss softball practice. And I probably may never be at a softball practice. I'm only going to catch a couple. And yeah, I'm going to miss parents' fucking meetings. And I'm going to miss all this shit. But I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it just for me. I am doing it for me. And from the outside, it looks like it's just for me. But it's for the greater good of what we're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're a gambling man. At a certain point, I'm pot committed. I'm pot committed to this career, and I've already got enough money in the pot where I might as well throw the rest in.
You gotta go.
And be like, show the fuck up. Do the fucking job. Have a smile on your face. I swear to God, I wish my wife had been there here this whole time. I feel like you guys are us. I really do. Fucking 30 years younger, but like us. Like you guys, I feel like you had the same journey.
We're not that young, bro.
Yeah.
What are you, 20?
Fuck off.
Oh, stop it.
My wrestling career is 20 years old. What's
My
wrong
wrestling
with
career is
you started
23
wrestling.
years old.
You started wrestling when you were young. I'll just simply say, this has been a pleasure. I am. It's so nice I feel like to break the veneer of getting to know you, because for whatever reason you have this thing in wrestling that I don't want to know too much about, but it's been cool to hang out. And you are, I mean, maybe one of my favorite human beings alive. You are like my wife. You are like identical to my wife. And I wish, Leanne, she had been here. Where is she?
She's up Wait, and make sure you do whatever plugs in it.
What's that?
Whatever plug.
Oh, wait. Oh, your book.
What are we?
What are we
My
plugging?
book's long since so well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
always sell
you
a
can
book.
see. We can always sell a book.
We got
Yeah.
we got WrestleMania coming up.
WrestleMania
Got
is April 19th.
Star
Are you guys?
Trek coming out?
Star Trek debuting.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Paramount Plus.
You're doing Star Trek?
Yeah, on Paramount Plus.
Hold on.
Coming out January, February.
January, I think, right?
January, yeah.
I thought it was January.
January,
And then
February.
She's got that. I'm on Good Morning Football on the NFL Network.
Who you with? Peter?
Who we got there? Kyle Brandt is the main guy on
Yeah.
that thing. Peter Schrager, he's back to ESPN now. So it's me, Kyle, rotating Hearst, Jamie Erdahl is the main host on there.
I know those guys. That's
Killer crew.
Yeah.
Killer crew. And I
Yeah.
just get to sit around and talk about football, which is the
good at it.
sickest thing in the world.
a fucking sweet piece
It's a
of cake.
sweet gig, dude. I get to talk about football. So
Wait, are you going to be at WrestleMania?
TBD. TBD, man. The doctors say 6 months on this recovery. That'll put me like right on the cusp. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. She'll be at WrestleMania.
I'll be there.
So, yeah, she'll be in.
Sure.
We're back in Vegas,
Las
this
Vegas.
year. So, yeah.
Hey, Leanne, get in here.
Oh, did she make it now?
Yeah. Did you notice the shirt she was wearing?
Yes. It's a great shirt.
She was at that match.
Goldberg's last.
Oh, wow.
Wow. They sold that shirt.
Yeah, isn't it
That's your-
awesome?
That's actually
Cool,
a
yeah.
very sick shirt.
Great shirt.
That's the best thing
Were
Goldberg's
you in
ever
the car
done.
with me the other day when you were like, yo, those two black people were at the same show where we were at? There were two black people wearing the
Yeah,
exact
they
same
were
shirt.
wearing the
Is that
Saturday
Goldberg?
night
Random.
main event shirt.
The couple was
That
wearing the
says
same
we
shirt.
were there in the
Oh,
back
wow.
from the Atlanta show that we were at.
Nice.
And they were here in LA.
Yeah, and when she was like, hey,
It's like, look at that.
those two people are wearing our same shirt.
That's exactly how I said it.
She's like, all right, do your impression of her accent. I'll do my impression of her accent.
Arr, matey. I'm just a wee little pirate, eh? Yeah.
Well, that's crazy. Where are you going fishing at with the pirate?
Sound like Jeff
My question
Foxworthy.
is this. Why would you marry someone who talks like that?
Because you're my person.
Yes.
What a great episode.
Something's burning.
This episode was brought to you by The Machine.